It's a damn good time. It is a damn good time.
In my polo.
Yeah. Got a businessman over there ready to do some business.
Ready to cash some checks and snap some necks.
I'm wearing my sports shirt. It's Under Armour. I'm ready to do some
Sporty
sports.
guy. This is sporty guy over here. I'm a business guy. I could be golfing.
Guy. You could be golfing. Cody could be golfing.
That's right. You don't know.
Having himself a damn good time.
Damn good time.
But obviously you're not golfing. I'm looking at you right now.
No, true.
And I'm not doing any sports.
No, we're here doing this.
Yeah. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. I'm Steve Schaefer.
Yeah, I'm Cody Adams.
And this is a Damn Good Time podcast.
Hit him with it.
That was a
Got some
little
power now.
Yeah, it was loud, too.
I don't know why. I just got
Good
excited.
loud one.
I just got excited there.
And obviously, we are not golfing or doing sports.
No, we're not.
We're here having a damn good time.
I just got done working. So.
Yeah, I did too, but we're at my house, so I changed my clothes.
Yeah, well, cheater.
I did. I cheated. But no, man. I mean, you look good.
So I try to impress. Dress to impress.
Yeah.
Dress
There's
to
no-
be the man you want to be.
There are no rules saying that you can't have a damn good time in a polo shirt.
Right. I mean, it's got a nice pattern on it.
It does. I can't tell. There's little squares and stuff.
It's a lot of squares.
Okay.
It's a lot of squares.
You know, I've heard that it is hip to be square.
There's squares with dots in them.
I don't know if it's hip to be a square with a dot, but it's still hip to be square.
Does that mean you got like herpes?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I made that up. I don't know.
I don't know either.
How's it going?
Oh, it's going pretty good, dude.
How's your week? I know I saw you took a little work trip.
A little work trip
No.
over to old sunny San Diego.
Yeah, you got out of there right in time too.
Yeah, because I see there's a fucking Hurricane Hillary coming through.
Want to blast them in the ass.
Fucking hill dog still trying to fuck up the nation.
I was talking to my our friend of ours, Eric Wheeler, today, and he's like, I'm talking about you, and he's like, oh, he's back, and blah blah blah, and he's like, I got there right in time, and he's like, I can't even remember the last time a hurricane hit California. I was like, that's a good point. I don't know either.
That's what, because I saw it on the news this morning when I was at the gym, and that was the first thing I thought. I was like, oh man, I made it out of there just in time, and they were even saying like, yeah, we haven't had a hurricane here in a long time, and blah blah blah. Like the waters are colder or something.
That must be. Yeah, I was figuring there was some sort of science by they don't get hit by as many hurricanes as like, say, Florida or any coastal.
Right.
Well, in the United States, we'll just say Florida.
Right.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah. Yeah, the East Coast gets hit all the time.
The southeast down there, they
Blasting them.
I figured it was kind of the winds and the patterns and all that. But
El Nino.
El Nino, Spanish for the Nino.
The Nino.
Yeah, so she got out of there.
Yeah, it was gorgeous when I was there. I will say, because I flew in Tuesday, I did some work as soon as I landed, got the job done, and then went and hit the beach, because it's the fucking beach, man.
Right.
And there was a little bit of cloud cover, which every time I've ever been out there, well, it was the second time, but from the first time I was out there was no clouds.
Every time of my 2 times.
Yeah. But I will say this. So the first time I was out there, I was talking to an Uber driver, and he's like, yeah, man, there's like never clouds, never rain. It's just beautiful weather like this. Like it never really gets above like the 80s. It's like coldest is like 65. The hottest is in the 90s sometimes. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Like I wonder what it is about that zone where it's just like 90% of the time perfect weather.
You know, you got the cool breeze coming off the ocean.
Yeah.
That's traveling a long time.
Yeah.
Cooling it down.
And I think that's it, because where I stayed was about 10 to 15 minutes inland, and it always felt hot. Like whenever I got out of the hotel room and shit, it's like, oh man, it's kind of toasty out. And then as soon as you get to the beach, I'm like, this is beautiful.
Yeah. Gotta get down there in the low area.
And I will say though too, that water was fucking frigid.
Oh yeah.
And I even Googled it. It said that it was like 72 degrees, which I feel like it felt colder than that. But 72 when you're covered in water is actually pretty frigid,
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, it felt it felt to me like it was like 40 degrees.
Yeah, I mean 72 is not, that's our body temperature is obviously way hotter.
Yeah.
And it's not like when you jump in a pool, you're jumping in 98-degree wet pool all the time. But when you feel 72 degrees, you're like, shit.
Yeah, especially whenever you're surrounded by water,
Yeah.
And it's also, is that 100% humidity in water?
Yeah, definitely.
Is that how that works?
That's
Or is
100%.
humidity on a different scale, though?
Well, I think humidity is more of water vapor.
Yeah.
So you're just wet.
Right.
You're 100% wet.
Yeah. Yeah. But I just didn't know if like that was the, where the benchmarks on humidity are is 100% is actually in water.
Sure. Once it hits 100%, it turns to water.
It's just straight water. Yeah.
And then it rains.
Yeah. Because I've seen like 70, 80% humidity, and it's like, I don't feel like I'm 20% away from being in water,
Yeah.
But yeah, it was definitely a wet 72 degrees, which is a lot different than a dry 72
I feel like
degrees.
that's like Florida when you're in Florida and like you get out early in the morning or something.
Yeah.
It's like so humid, but
Yeah.
it's still like weirdly like it's already 90 degrees and it's like 8 a.m. and you're like, I think I'm drinking the air.
For some reason, like you think it's sweat, but it's actually the fog condensating on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, but no, dude, it was Tuesday. Like I said, it was a little cloudy out, and then Wednesday was gorgeous. I had an easy job to do Wednesday. Got out of there pretty early, and then obviously hit the beach again, and it was just gorgeous. And all the bikinis were out.
Autumn bikinis.
It was a rough day. Let me tell you what.
Walking the beach, looking at some bikinis.
Yeah, it was a rough day.
The thongs are back in, so
Oh my god! Like there's no other bathing suit.
Right. Some should have another bathing suit.
Yes. Yeah, there are some people wearing thongs that shouldn't be, even dudes involved, included as well.
Could tan them cheeks.
But like even like you see a girl in a one piece and then she turns around like there's butt cheeks. It's like,
where you get the one piece on?
well, I thought one pieces were more of like a, hey, I'm going to be more modest and cover up everything, but yeah, I'll keep my ass cheeks out. It's still a thong one piece. Like, okay, I'm still cool with that.
Right. It's like
Pretty neat.
Yeah. What do you really tan them butt cheeks for? There's only one reason.
But yeah, and then I did some running on the beach, which is dope. Did 5 miles up and down the beach line there.
Do you feel like running on sand is a nice impact surface?
There was a trail. I didn't trust my ankles or my knees on the softness, and then I didn't want to wear shoes.
Gotcha.
But there's like a cement walkway where bikes and a lot of other joggers and stuff. You don't see a lot of people jogging actually on the sand, which I imagine is probably, I feel like it's going to be harder on your joints.
I was going to say it might be harder and kind of a little more resistance, and then you're flicking sand up everywhere. It's getting in your feet. It's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You probably get some kind of rash.
Right. So
sores.
Yeah. I stuck to the trail there, and then I went and hiked the Tecolote Canyon, which wasn't really like a canyon, but
I feel like
more
maybe
of a valley.
Maybe the only time you probably really want to run on the sand is like a low tide where it's still wet.
Yeah.
And it's like a good surface to run on.
Yes. The only people that I saw actually running on the sand were closer to the shore, to the water there. It wasn't in the soft stuff. It was in the wet, kind of damp, hard packed shit. So I feel like that would be cool. But then again, like I only brought the one pair of shoes and I had to work in them the next day and stuff. And I didn't want to get them all wet and sandy and then have to go to work.
Right.
In it and shit. So
run barefoot.
Yeah, but
barefoot in the
still,
sand.
Once again, man.
Step on a hypodermic needle.
But also, too, I was on a big running kick there for a while, and something happened. Like, my left calf just kept fucking locking up. And no matter what, even I got to the point I couldn't even run a half mile before, like, my calf would just fucking hurt. So I took a lot of running time off. Was doing more of, like, the ellipticals and shit like that. Lower impact, and this was the first time I ran distance since it's been hurting, and my calf didn't lock up. So I'm like, hey, this is cool. So I didn't want to take any chances with a weird surface, So that's why
I get embarrassed on the beach is what you're saying.
well, no, because I know exactly when it happens. I don't really limp a lot. I just stop and I walk. Then I walk back to where I started, but I didn't want to risk injuring it again and then having to take more time off of running and shit. Because it was weird. I hated it as a kid, but now that I'm older, it's like there's a little bit of zen in going for a nice little run.
Right.
You know, and I didn't want to lose that by injuring my leg again, so I didn't go on a funny surface.
Sounds like you had a good time. Any good meals out there?
Oh, dude, great food. That first day I went to, it's called the Barbecue House. It's on Ocean Beach, and I got a big old pound of brisket.
Nice.
And a Caesar salad. Ate that, walked the beach down there at Ocean, and then went back up to Pacific Beach, which is closer to my hotel and shit. And there's a place, I've talked about it before from the last time I was out there, called Oscars. They have the dopest fucking fish tacos ever.
No, I remember that, yeah.
So I got a smoked fish taco, and I got a grilled octopus taco.
Nice.
And I went down. I actually got it to go and walked out onto the beach, and then sat in the sand and ate my tacos. It was a very, very peaceful, awesome taco eating experience.
So I was thinking last night and doing a little perusing on the internets, as you do.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we should do a food challenge together.
Okay.
And now I do a little more research because there are some they and I don't know if there's any around here. There's a duo challenge. Like two people can go in and try to like crush a pizza or like do whatever.
Okay, yeah.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
If we could find one of them, or we just do a single challenge together.
Right.
And see like if we could either of us can complete it or who can get the furthest or whatever.
You get your giant burrito, I get my giant burrito.
So locally I know George's in Canton has like a massive burger challenge. So
is that a team sport or a single?
Single.
Okay.
But the only problem is that it's like burger fries, but there's a milkshake. So
yeah, I can't do
that might be a little tough. And the other one I saw close by,
unless they can promise it's a dairy-free milkshake. I mean, I'll carb up for a challenge, but
yeah, right. The other one was an ice cream challenge, and I'm like, he's out on that one. So
can't.
And that was close by.
Be a real big challenge for me to do dairy.
Yeah, and it's like 3 giant scoops of chocolate, 3 scoops of strawberry, 3 scoops of vanilla. It's basically 3 of their giant banana splits into one bowl. And I'm like, I could whoop that thing's ass.
I feel like I could easily do ice cream. It's just the day after or the hours later that's gonna fuck me hard.
Right.
With the bubble guts and the cramps.
But if you guys know, anybody listening, know of any food challenges out there that is single or partners, I would love to find a partner one.
Yeah.
I think I would like to take that on. And if I properly was ready for it, I feel like we could smash some food.
Crush some shit.
Yeah. I've been known to put some food down, so.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's even.
But you got to prep for that. You can't like go in there like.
That steak challenge that I did, I still feel like I could have eaten that and that amount of food if it was something that I liked more than a goddamn sirloin steak. It was just a terrible cut.
If it was peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, you could took it all down.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Or even ribeye steaks. Yeah. Honestly, like if I had 72 ounces or whatever of ribeye steaks, fuck, dude, I would have easily taken that one out because I love ribeyes. There's fat in them. They're juicy. It wasn't just tough, gross sirloin.
Ribeye is hard to do because 1 is expensive meat, and then 2, some of the fat sometimes they don't cook enough, so it's like you gotta like it's harder to do like a big challenge with that. But I could definitely take down a 72-ounce ribeye. That'd be
for sure, dude. Yeah,
nothing.
Or even if it's like 4 ribeyes of the equal size,
yeah,
or a big prime rib.
Well, I say
72-ounce chunk of prime rib. Get out of town, dude. I got that one all day.
I just was starting to do the math in my head. I'm like, well, maybe I could do that. That's still pretty big.
72 ounces. If it was whatever 4.5 pounds of meat was, because I can't remember if it was actually 72. Let me do the math here real quick. 4.5 times 16 equals 72. Yeah.
I was gonna say,
So 4.5 pounds of red meat, and then there's a baked potato and a salad and I had to do shitty coleslaw that had pineapple in it.
Yeah, those things are getting done first, and then I'm just focusing on that steak. I'll eat my sides first. Well, maybe not. I might go for the steak first. Cause
I liked the way I did it was like I would dabble into the sides.
Right.
To give you a little break, Bunch of steak, bunch of steak, bunch of steak. Little break, little break, little break. Bunch of steak. But like I said, that fucking... there wasn't enough dressing on the salad. And then the coleslaw that I had to eat, because normally you'd eat like a fried shrimp cocktail thing that they had, allergic shrimp, so they subbed out the coleslaw. And it had pineapple in it, which was disgusting. I don't think pineapple belongs in coleslaw at all.
It's weird, yeah. It's like a tropical fruit salad thing.
Yeah, I don't want that.
What? And what kind of dressing was it? Like a still sour dressing?
It wasn't very sour, but it was like a regular creamy coleslaw dressing, not on the vinegar side, but also pineapple. So it was really sweet.
Yeah, something weird. Frank came up and was like, I'm going to put pineapple on a coleslaw. And he served it, and there was like 5 people who were like, this is really good, Frank.
We're in Texas.
And they're like, oh, thanks. And then they stuck with it, and it actually sucks balls.
Yeah.
But nobody has the heart to tell them. They just eat it, and they're like, yeah,
But
it's all
it's
right.
different.
Frank came up with it, so just as long as you eat it.
Well, sometimes there are certain things out there I feel like you just need to leave well enough be. Like,
Yeah.
make a regular fucking coleslaw.
Yeah.
Sometimes even with mac and cheese nowadays, it's like, just make a regular fucking mac and cheese.
Mm-hmm.
You know? You
Well,
don't gotta
mac-
church it up.
Yeah, mac and cheese is one of those things that have gone
But yeah.
crazy. You know, we got some fresh Gruyere in here, and some
Yeah.
smoked Gouda, and some nice some truffles shaved over top.
And fusilli pasta, or like different
Yeah,
noodles.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
use the fucking elbow, put some cheddar and some cream, and call it a fucking day, man.
Yeah, sometimes you just want a box of Kraft mac and cheese too. My wife
Yeah.
has grilled me hard because sometimes I doctor up the Kraft mac and cheese. Like I put a little sour cream in there.
Yeah.
I put a little, like, just to cream it up a little extra, you know.
Yeah.
Put a little spice in there or something, like, you know. I
don't mind them making it a little creamier or even a little cheesier. Like if you add standard cheese like cheddar or even American, add more American in there.
Yeah.
A little extra Velveeta or some bullshit, some fake fucking bullshit. I'm good with that, but I don't feel like you need to church Kraft up too much.
Throwing a little garlic powder in there, like I'm doing some stuff, and she's like, the first time I did it, she's like, this is really good. The next time she's just like, can you not do anything good? Can you just make it normal? It's not that she doesn't like what I do to it, but she just wants normal.
Sometimes you just want the familiar.
She wants the basic
Right.
mac and cheese, basic baked mac and cheese.
Yeah.
You know? Give it to me straight.
Oh, and
So-
I get that 100% too, because like I said, I'll doctor it up a little bit, not much, but sometimes it's just when it's straight, as the recipe states, Kraft mac and cheese is perfect just like that. But then others, like I like to put sriracha on mine and shit,
Yeah.
not in it, but on it, if that makes sense. I don't want it mixed in. I want like a couple bites where there's some heat, and then a couple bites where it's
Have you
different.
ever kill an extra box of mac and cheese just to get the powder out and sprinkle it on top of yours?
No, I've never done that.
Oh my god, it's so good.
But I have seen where you can buy in bulk that cheese
Yeah,
seasoning. I don't know if it's the same, but
it's so good. Like I did that as a kid. My mom probably. I'm trying to think if my mom or dad like showed me that or did it. They would make like probably 2 or 3, but maybe they just didn't put all the cheese mix in it, and they would save the dry powder, and you just poured the dry. But it was so good because it's like that flavor's concentrated like hell in that powder. So when you got some of that, you're like, oh, that's really good. But yeah,
it's like
but as an adult, I'm like, I can afford mac and cheese. What's up? This box,
that one
throw it
away.
away.
This is just fucking noodles.
That's just shitty ass noodles.
Yeah, all your money's going into the fucking seasoning anyway.
Or I'd save the
basically.
noodles, like I'm gonna use them later, and then I never had
Put some
them.
red sauce on them or
A
something.
week later, I'd be like, what? I still got this. Throw it away.
Make them into pasta salad
Yeah,
or something.
whatever. But yeah, sprinkle that dry.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's a whole nother level right there. Even
I have similar to what you're saying, but not sprinkled on top, but mixed in. I've taken 2 packs of ramen and left the seasoning, and you throw one thing of the noodles away and double seasoning the water, and that's good.
God, that's a lot of sodium.
It is. But that's why it's so good. Did you ever lick the little ramen packets?
Oh yeah, I would say
You gotta lick the inside out.
God, it's salty.
Yeah, get that little
It's
dust out of there.
salty. Full of MSG probably too, which is great.
I remember when I was a
Good
kid,
for
I'd
you.
also just eat the bouillon cubes.
Yeah,
That's a lot of sodium too.
yeah.
That is so good.
You and Tyler were the bouillon cube eaters.
Yeah.
Then there was Tyler's brother, JR, that told him it was a candy, and he opened it up and ate it, and then he's like, oh, I really like that. I mean,
it's so good.
I would go up in the kitchen and get the lemon pepper seasoning bottle.
Yeah.
And I'd bring it downstairs with me, and I'd sit there and like put it in the cap and just dip my finger in it and just eat seasoning straight up.
I put it in my palm and lick it. I still do that with like Montreal steak seasoning and shit too.
Oh, I do it all the time now. Like I don't do it like when I was a kid. I would be like, just sit there like nonstop doing it while I'm watching
just
TV.
straight eat it.
Straight eating seasoning.
Now you know better. So now it's just like, I got to taste it to see what this is going to make
I'll taste every seasoning I get out. I'm like, gotta make sure this is good stuff. Yeah, it's good. That's good.
Nice and salty.
But, that brings me to nowadays where I make my own rubs and stuff too for my meats and things. And it's like, one, you got to taste them. But two, it made me know like what the seasoning, you got to taste this seasoning before you mix it with this seasoning. So you know what's going down. What's going down. You got to be intrigued.
Right.
Intrigued.
That's the one thing I always fuck up and forget, like, because I'll start, like, say I'm marinating chicken, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, you got that Italian dressing in there because that's, like, kind of one of the number ones.
Sure.
And then I'll throw some other shit in there to doctor it up, mix it around, and like, oh, wait, I can't taste this because it's raw chicken. I always forget to make my marinade ahead of time.
I mean, you can.
You can, and you'll probably be fine, but I don't want to feel like shit the next day because I thought, no, I can, and I'll probably be fine, So I need to make my marinades ahead of time. I'm gonna taste them and then add the chicken. But now if it's like pork, and I'll do it for if I'm making like sausage or meatballs or meatloaf, I'll take the raw mix and pop that in my mouth, see what that tastes like. Chicken I won't fuck with just because.
Salmonella.
Yeah.
It's a bitch.
That one can fuck you up a little bit.
Pork might give you worms, but pork's a higher grade now, so it's not
I
bad.
can fight worms. I'm afraid no worms. And if anything, I'll lose weight. Get a little fucking tapeworm in there.
Pull that bastard out of me. This is going to be a football field long.
Like, damn, Steve, what have you been doing? Like, I don't know. I ate raw pork 3 weeks ago, and I just started shedding the weight.
Got them worms, bud.
Got them worms, bro. Old Tapey's doing all the eating for me.
He's eating half my shit.
I call him Duck. His duct tape.
Oh, man. I got to eat a bunch of good food today, and I was real happy about that. So, no, we're talking on the food kick. It was, flank steak and burgers and everything you can imagine. Somebody gave me soup today. That was a little bit weird.
I had a hankering.
I haven't had soup in a while.
I had a hankering for chili today.
Yeah.
Actually, I was like, I don't know if it's like maybe our bodies are telling us. Well, I don't know if you had the hankering for the soup. Did you enjoy it at least?
I took a couple bites of it and threw it away because it's like, I mean, it was just a small portion of it, but it was like, one, it was super hot.
Yeah.
But it was like Fiesta chicken soup or like tortilla chicken soup. Basically.
Yeah, one of those deals.
It was really good, but I was like, I don't want to eat hot things right now.
Yeah, I don't know if it was something in my my biological clock that was like, hey man, fall's coming up. You should probably eat some chili or something.
Well, this morning was cooler.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a low pressure tire just from the coolness. It must have cooled down that tire enough.
Yeah.
The PSI has gone up a couple since I drove all day and did everything. The PSI went up, which means I don't have a leak, but it's just the air fluctuated and caused it to go down.
Pressure change because of the temperature.
Yeah, which is always weird in cars, but it happens.
I do have a food question for you, and I don't know, maybe you guys have addressed this in one of your meetings here recently.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on with the sriracha shortage?
That's a good question. I'm not sure.
No?
They changed labels. I think it might possibly be some legality shit going down. But
yeah.
I haven't got a good answer on it.
I saw, the internet told me just
it's
from
going down. So
a quick Google search today, because I had, the reason I was thinking of this, I just had some pulled pork before you showed up, and I have this off-brand sriracha bullshit because I can't find the Hoi Fung one, the good one, the real one, anywhere. And so a quick Google search says something about some red chili supply chain issues, but it should be bouncing back here shortly. I just didn't know. Yeah, if you guys have had any briefings about it.
It might be right. I haven't heard, I know somebody was talking about it the other day, and I wasn't paying attention. So
You weren't doing your job.
Yeah, I was like, whatever. I don't fucking care. It's sriracha, whatever. It'll come back. I know we have a different label brand, Lemoy's, that does the soy sauce and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the supply chains are really touchy right now.
Yeah.
And it's really a big issue right now. One of the biggest French fry companies in the United States is having a lot of problems. It's creating a lot of issues. Canning facilities are having a lot of issues. I think it's just lack of labor and lack of, being able to produce at
Same fucking bullshit we've been dealing with since COVID. Why can't we bounce back?
Sourcing the materials they need. It's all kind of like a cluster because demand's still been high.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. You'd think demand would be less, but demand's still been high, and they just have not been able to figure this shit out. So
Just haven't fully bounced back yet.
COVID wrecked shit, and then
Yeah, you feel like demand would be low with all those people dying.
well, I think when COVID, right,
Shouldn't really be less demand now?
when COVID wrecked shit, and people figured out they could just still make money by running at a minimum.
Yeah.
They're running at minimums, and they're not giving a shit anymore.
Right.
Instead of trying to run at a maximum to make everybody happy,
Yeah.
they're running at a minimum to make money and be like tough shit.
There's a labor shortage. We're suffering too. Meanwhile, they're recording record profits and shit.
And we don't have enough younger workforce to cover a lot of these jobs. Too.
Goddamn kids.
Yeah. The 17 to 20, let's say 2-year-olds are not out there. The numbers are
Fucking
way
kids,
lower.
man. Pull yourselves up by the bootstraps, or I don't know, something that old people say.
The biggest workforce we have is in the boomer age, which is probably like 50 something to 70 something. That's our biggest workforce we have. Most of them are retired.
Yeah.
And most of them are not going to go fucking take a manufacturing or restaurant job. So,
right.
Yeah. It's a crazy time to live.
It's pretty dumb.
Mm-hmm.
We need sriracha back.
Yeah, we gotta start popping kids out left and right.
I guess somebody else can do that.
I know,
I'm good
I'm
with 2.
I got my 2. Everybody gets to get 2. That's fine.
Yeah.
You got 6.
Good for you.
No, it's a weird time frame we're in. So.
Yeah.
And this comes from sriracha. So I, in one day, saw 2 car accidents.
Yeah.
In person, my face here, car accident right there.
Like as it happened.
Yeah.
That's pretty. Did you stay around to be like? This is what I saw.
No.
Oh.
Well, okay. So neither of them bad. Well, the first one was could have been bad, but it wasn't that bad. I don't know. This box truck thought this lady was either parked or didn't see her. I don't know. They're both trying to turn right at red, but she was like up on the curb. But there's like parking spots there. But like, I think she like pulled up like close to the curb, or either pulled out of the parking spot and the truck didn't see her. She goes to go right and red. He goes to go right and red. She slams the horn, slams the brakes. He doesn't stop. He keeps going right, and his ass end just rolls right over the hood.
Yeah, dude.
I'm like, yeah, sweet, because
sweet.
Nobody's getting hurt.
Right.
You can see it's just ripped the front of her car off.
Truck probably bounces a little bit and stuff.
I pulled over in the parking lot because I was going to one of my customers right there, anyways, and they got out, and they were having a very civil conversation, so I wasn't worried. Like,
right.
I think the truck driver knew he was in the wrong.
Nobody started trying to beat
Yeah.
each other's ass or arguing or any of that bullshit.
Yeah, she just immediately jumped out and started taking pictures. And I'm like, okay, doesn't seem like anybody's like mad. And later that same day, probably like 2 hours later, I was another one of my customers. Or no, yeah, we'll say it is one of my customers. But at the end of the day, I was sitting, finishing up some work, talking with my buddies at the good old brewery that I'm Derek, our buddies. Here.
Yeah.
We're sitting there, and they have like parking spots out front, but it's a very busy street. And this car comes parallel park, and he just whips it in there, wham, just back straight into this Cadillac SUV. I mean, pretty good. We heard it inside.
Yeah.
And then he immediately leaves.
Fuck you, I'm gone.
We did catch his license plate. And we told the owners. We went out there and looked. We couldn't see any damage.
Oh, that's good at least.
These bumpers now, I don't know what they're just made out of weird plastic.
A lot of them bounce back pretty good.
Yeah, it's just like, whoop.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was hard enough we heard it hit. I was like, oh damn, I shouldn't be driving today. Something else is gonna happen.
I've even seen a lot of those bumpers too, where they'll pucker in, and if you just pour like boiling hot water on them, it'll flex it enough, like pops itself right back out.
It definitely went in. I'm guessing it touched frame before it, because it hit hard enough. It made a lot of noise. And I'm like, oof. But yeah, it's funny. I'm like, is this guy gonna park? What's he gonna do? And then he just started nosing back out to get back out. I'm like, nope, he gone.
He out of here.
I'm like, should we get a picture of his license plate? Do we want to get involved in this? I'm like,
yeah. How good of a Samaritan do you feel?
And
like
the guy with
it?
me was like, yeah, I'll take a picture.
Or at least like sometimes like that. It's like, well, do I have anything to do? No, I'm gonna stick around. I'm telling what I saw. Yeah, it was a late '90s Toyota Blue or whatever. It's like, I got things to go do.
Don't everyone out there check the car.
Somebody else will fix it.
I know. I feel bad too when you do that because like if that happened to you, you want somebody to be like, have
hey,
your back.
You saw that? What happened? I have an appointment. Well, fuck.
I'm blind.
Help me. Yeah, all of a sudden, what? I didn't see anything.
I didn't want to be inconvenienced. It was my time to help this guy out.
Yeah.
But we ended up, showing the guy went out there, looked at his car, and he's like, "Oh, everything looks fine. I didn't see it. There's not even a mark." I'm like, "No, it's not. And if we didn't tell you, you'd never know. But there's probably broken clips underneath that bumper, I'm assuming.
There's some plastic shit under there that got fucked up.
Oh, yeah, 100%. And he's like, that's all right. My son-in-law's a cop. I can always have him run this license plate number if I need to. I'm like, all right, there you go. So, but I kind of also ran out there and like stopped the guy because he couldn't pull out right away because he was like, I could have stopped and be like, hey, dude, you just hit this car. Don't try to run away. Don't be a dick. But then that makes me involved more. And
and then that guy could be like, fuck you. You didn't see shit, and then punch you in the mouth or something.
Shoot me.
Yeah, people have guns.
You're
dude.
dead now. You didn't see anything. It's like,
no witnesses.
I just didn't want you to be a dick, man. How you murdering people? But yeah, so it was a little chaotic of a day.
Yeah.
It was a whole chaotic of a day. We've got 2 car accidents within 2 hours.
Sounds exciting.
Yeah. I mean, not really big accidents. It's just kind of...
Still enough.
The box truck running over the front of the car was pretty cool, though. I'm not going to lie. It was like a newer Mazda, too. It just ripped that front clip straight off.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'd like to see that.
Like, almost went up over the hood. It was like... I think it kind of went up over the headlight. It's like... Yeah. I was like,
And then just scraped along the front, ripping things off.
Immediately stopped, and they both pulled over, and everything was fine. Like I said, like nobody got hurt, so I wasn't like if something like I was right there. If it was way worse than that, I obviously would have jumped out, got called to action.
Right.
I'm saving lives.
I got your back.
Yeah, but I was like, oh, that sucks.
Whoa,
whoopsie daisy.
You guys will figure it out. You're good.
Well, yeah, and then we got a big concert. Well, I'm going to a big concert this weekend.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're doing.
Hanging out with my wife.
I know. She just had a birthday, right?
She did. Her birthday
Happy birthday, Sarah!
Happy birthday, Sarah. She had a birthday on Tuesday whenever I flew to San Diego. So,
yeah.
Happy birthday. I'm going to go look at girls in bikinis on a beach.
Hey, my
wife,
my wife stopped by and brought her some flowers. So.
Of course, all the dudes at work are like, oh, did you take any pictures of the butt floss out there? I'm like, no. First off, I'm married. Secondly, I don't think it'd be a good idea if I came home from my trip to San Diego after missing her birthday with pictures of strange women's butt cheeks on my phone that I creepily took at the beach. Like, I know I'm not taking fucking pictures of girls at beaches, dude. That's...
Who cares? Like, what was that? Like, I mean, youporn.com.
Yeah. You can Google that shit, right?
I can see any celebrity's butt I want to. Like, you know what I mean? I can Google it in 2 seconds.
Yeah. I mean, the whole magic of it is being there in the moment, seeing it there.
You store that in your own memory bank.
Because even then, I'm not even going to take a picture of it. Because then I'll look back at the picture and I'm like, oh, I remember it looking better than that.
Yeah. Picture's kind of grainy. I don't know. Whatever.
Oh,
I don't remember that mole.
Yeah, this is too high def.
She needs to get that checked out. I should probably go back there and tell her.
Is that melanoma?
No, that's always funny to me. I think there's obviously different guys at how they react to like girls in situations. You know, like give your buddy a nudge, be like, Jesus Christ, see that? And or it's like the guy that's like super thirsty and it's like, oh my god, I wish you'd just come over here right now and I'd do that, blah blah blah. And it's like, I don't that creeps me out when somebody gets too deep into it and like talks too heavy about it. I'm just like, dude, all right, well, either go over there and talk to her.
Right, yeah.
Which most of them are married. And I'm like, but shut the fuck up.
I don't see any problem with, and it's one of those things too, like we're all guys, we're all looking anyway, right?
Right.
But I'd be like, you know, if we're, say we're out at Boaters Beach, you know, there's always a couple good butts hanging around, some good bikinis hanging around, you know, some dudes with abs and shit, you know, there's good looking people around. Every once in a while you see like that one astounding one where you're like, oh, did you see that?
Yeah, you'd be like, dude,
hey, buddy, just so you know.
Holy shit.
But even then it's usually like, hey man, don't
I'm throwing that down on DL, but I'm not.
But I've been, like you said, you're around dudes. So
I'm not
like,
getting.
Oh man, look at that! Oh my god, look at that! Like they're just bam, bam, bam. Like you're making it fucking obvious. Now we look like creeps, you know? Like
and not
put
like
your goddamn sunglasses on. Don't turn your head. Turn your eyes.
Don't tell me what you want to do to her either. That really creeps me out. It's like, oh man, I'd like just. I'm like.
I want to eat banana pudding out of her asshole. Okay, dude. Let's calm down.
Yeah. Well, he says something like that's a funny joke, but like when they go into detail about like
that's one of my own. I've said
I know you said that before,
because it's funny.
Yeah.
And everybody's always like, "Why banana pudding?" I'm like, "Look, because you don't want chocolate."
Yeah. I like to throw her up on that mat right now and straddle her. But whatever. It's like when you tell me, I'm like, all right, so you're like picturing this hardcore in your head.
Yeah.
And I know you got no chance. I have no chance in hell with that girl. You got no chance in hell with this girl.
Right.
But yeah, go ahead. keep replaying what's going through your brain and tell me about it.
Pretty sure you wouldn't even know what to do with her if she did come over and start talking to you. You'd fuck it up somehow anyway.
I like bikes.
Hi.
Hi, you become here my boat. But no.
And then walk away like, yeah, good job, bro. Way to straddle her or whatever the fuck you said you were gonna do.
It's just I hate the guy that's the pointer and it's like I fucking have eyeballs.
Yeah, dude.
I see everything.
Yeah, that's
and you don't need to like unless it's like behind me and you're like, dude.
Just so you know.
And all you gotta do is like I'll be like
yeah, you don't have to be a fucking creep about it. Giving normal dudes a bad name by being taking pictures of girls' butts on the beach. Grow up. Grow up, dude. Come on. You can Google that shit all fucking day.
Yeah. I just enjoy your moments.
Yeah.
Enjoy your moments.
Yeah.
I suck at taking photos. Like, I don't take photos for shit.
Well, and then it's like, you're standing there like pointing it directly at a girl's asshole.
Act like you're doing a selfie. And like, bang, bang, bang. And so it makes me sound like a creeper. I've never done that. But like, I'm imagining that's what you do. But like, I don't take photos barely ever when I'm like on vacation. I don't take shit for photos. My wife always yells at me about it. I'm like, I don't know. I'm enjoying the moment I'm in. I don't want to stop and worry about getting my goddamn camera and taking a photo. That's what you do. So why do I do it? We don't need double photos.
Yeah, I like to snap some pics. But not of like girls' butts.
I snap some, but it's not like I don't go crazy. I'm not like everything needs a picture right now. I'm just like, oh, this is a really nice view, and I'll enjoy it and be like, oh yeah, fuck, I should probably take a picture.
And that's even too why a lot of time on trips and shit, especially now, you'll notice that 90% of my photos I take have my face in it. I take a selfie with that in the background because you can literally Google search. You know, you could sit there and be like, frame it up. Like, there's that mountain or whatever. And you take a picture. And then you can literally Google search somewhere where somebody else has taken basically that exact same picture. All that information is out there. So I could literally just start Google searching pictures of the places I went to and be like, look at this photo I took. Look at this photo I took. Like, it's all fucking the same.
Right.
That's why I put my face in it and be like, see, I was fucking there.
Right.
And it's in the background. See, me. I made it my own now. You know?
You get the memories pop up. It's always nice and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm not like, whoa. My first reaction is never to be like, get the goddamn camera.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute. This is awesome. Let's keep going.
Because even like, I think it was the fucking Plymouth Rock. I was talking to somebody about it. Like, yeah, man, I saw the Plymouth Rock and shit. And they're like, oh, yeah. I'm like, yeah, it's not as impressive as you'd think, you know. And I don't think I had my phone on me. Or it was like, it's like, yeah. They started Googling it, like, I want to see it. And they just like, is this it? And I'm like, yeah, that looks exactly like the fucking picture I took of it. So what does it even matter that I took that fucking picture?
Right.
You know what I mean? You know,
Like,
why do I need it saved to my phone, taking up space whenever I can find it that somebody else already did?
I can get a street view. I mean, I dropped a little Google guy down, blah, blah, I'm right here.
Yeah. Now I'll take pictures of food that I eat because I'm a level 4.
Oh snap! You can be a food critic. Huh?
I'm a level 4. What do they call it? Town
Google
guide, town guide, or city guide, or some shit like that on Google for their reviews and shit. And I review places, and then they give you bonus points if you upload pictures of the stuff. And I don't put my face in those because it even tells me like, dude, like a couple photos I took of food, or like you've had like 75,000 views of this photo, and I'm gonna get it. Like it's just people scrolling through their reviews and shit. I'm like, okay, cool, man.
Looking for that food.
Yeah.
All right.
So I will take pictures of food without my face in it, but not landmarks. Everybody fucking seen those.
Yeah, they're old. You know.
Yeah.
They've been around for 1,000 years, whatever.
Yeah. It's whatever. It's fucking whatever, dude.
Anyways.
Anyhow.
What you got? You got anything fun this week?
Yeah, I wanted to. Well, I already brought up the sriracha shortage.
Yes, sir.
I wanted to talk about that, and we did not get to the bottom of it, but hopefully it comes around here soon, and somebody solves it for us.
Yeah, sorry I didn't have the answer for you, but I'll find out the answer, and I'll bring it next week.
Okay. Talk to your boss.
I'll call the company up straight up.
Call fucking Hoi Fong himself.
I'm calling Hoi Fong and say, "What's up, bro?
What's up with these peppers?
You need some peppers? I got some peppers. What do you need? Need some chiles?
Let me be splat.
You need some chiles?
And then all of a sudden, they're at work, they're like, Cody just landed the biggest account.
He just said, sold 10 million pounds of red peppers that we don't even have. I don't even know how we're going to do it.
We got to find him.
We better find him.
A little bit of, I wanted to do a shout out, or I don't know if anybody's aware. I was talking to the guys at work about this, and they were like, what's going on? There's wildfires in fucking Hawaii. I think they're subdued by now, but like,
it's real bad. It was real bad.
Speaking of taking pictures of landmarks, you can't take any more of a lot of places in Maui. It got fucked. Yeah. And, hearts go out to anybody that lost anybody out there or any of that bullshit. Hopefully you can get through this stuff because it sucks. There's like 100 some plus now dead.
I mean, they live on a volcano, so
yeah.
Shit
but I don't think
sucks.
It was a volcano that.
No, it was just wildfire. But still, shit sucks. I saw people like jumping in the ocean to get away from like the smoke and the fire. Like it's bad.
Yeah, not good. So hopefully you guys can get your shit repaired and have a damn good time with us.
I'm
later.
sure it'll be a rebuild, but yeah.
But just wanted to bring that up. I think it's weird that like the guys at work they had no idea what I was talking about.
And so when I was on the Big Island in Oahu, it's like you think it's like all tropical, right? But it's not. Mm-hmm. Like there's tropical areas, yes, but then you go to some areas and it's just like dry, almost. I don't say desert, but like plain, like dry grass, dry everything, like everything's dry, like Arizona or something like that. There's dry area, so if you get that wildfire going, and then you start catching like all the dry shit in the jungle, and maybe they didn't have a lot of rain, and
that's even. I noticed that out in San Diego when I was hiking the Tecolote Canyon. There was a whole bunch of like dry fucking grass everywhere. I'm like, no wonder there's wildfires out here all the time.
It spreads quick.
Yeah, but
they probably haven't had like a lot of cleanup control burns that they probably need to do and things they need to worry about more. But no, that because typically bullshit. Like when I was in Hawaii for a week, it almost rained every single day,
Yeah.
but not a rain. It was like a nice, good misting of rain for maybe like 20 minutes, and then the rest of the days, perfect.
Here's a quick shower. Now it's dried.
Or like you'd just be walking around, and here it comes again, and it's gone. Here it
Right.
comes again, but it's gone. It's like just a little misting all the time.
Right.
But yeah, it's sad.
Yeah,
I mean,
it sucks.
hurricanes coming in, places catching on fire everywhere. I mean, Canada's been on fire for who goddamn knows how long.
The world's going to hell in a handbasket.
Let's get your bomb shelter belt. Hunker down, boys.
What else do I got? Oh, I started a movie series. It's been out for a while.
Are you producing?
No, watching. started watching a movie series. This has been out for a while. Never got around to watching it back then.
Series, huh?
Yeah, there's 3 of them.
Twilight.
No. Kind of similar vibe, though.
Okay.
Women went crazy for it. Based on books.
Yeah, let's do a little choking. Let's do
Yeah.
Get a little spanking on.
Little
Let's get
spanking and shit.
What,
It's not 49 of them, but there are
50, yeah.
shades of gray.
50.
Yes. God damn it.
My brain doesn't work sometimes.
No,
It
it's
just
fine.
shuts
I
down.
wanted to get you there, but then again, it's like, wait a minute. I don't know how long we can go on.
Yeah, the listeners are like, come on, 50 Shades of Grey, stupid. Idiot.
Haven't made it through all the way to the third one yet. About halfway through the third one. But I gotta say, I don't think that's a chick flick, like at all.
Is it weird or is it like?
No, lots of sex,
Yeah.
lots of boobs. Now I didn't pay full attention to all of the sex scenes because I was watching it on a plane. So but just on my little phone screen. So it's not like
Did you have it blocked off?
it's not like I had like a tablet up.
Did you have anyone beside you like constantly?
Well, I was on a window seat, so I only had to worry about to my right. So I had my little tray down in front of me, and my phone sitting flat on it, and I put my elbow up, so it was like behind my elbow. So if like anybody looked over, but still, then you don't want to ride on a plane with a boner, so I'd like fast forward, pass through it. But not at one point did I ever see one dick. Just throwing that out there.
Well, you can't throw in a dick or a vag without bumping the rating sometimes. So,
You can hang dong and R.
but you only get so many seconds of it, I think.
Well, and that's what I didn't like. There could have been dick in there. Correct me if I'm wrong. But
I've not watched it, so I can't.
But this movie is about a billionaire playboy
Mm-hmm.
that gets women to do whatever the fuck he wants. There's a car chase scene. He's flying helicopters and shit.
Okay. James Bond. What we got?
It's not and there's titties everywhere.
Okay.
You see that chick's boobs all the time.
Okay.
I don't think it's a chick flick, man. Maybe it reads different as a book.
Okay.
But the movies themselves are pretty good so far.
Well, no offense, women. Not. You probably took it as your own. So then any masculine man's like, well, no, all the chicks like it.
I'm not gonna watch that.
And it blew up anyways because all the women like it and they're all
Yeah.
excited about it. But it's probably meant for either audience. It's probably a good read for dudes too. But we're not going to read it now because we think it's all about women being.
Well, I will say dudes probably won't enjoy the read because dudes are more of a visual. We're visual learners,
I love a good read. I just don't do it anymore because when I start reading a book, I don't can put it down and I got an addiction to it and like it's as bad as video games for me.
Yeah.
Like I gotta finish this goddamn book.
Well, like I said, I don't know how it reads, but it watches great.
Okay.
And I thought maybe like, hey, let's delve into the mind of women and see exactly what they want. And it's really just showing you what dudes want. And showing you what dudes want, and if you have a shitload of money, you can get a girl to do it for you.
I mean,
now it does kind of throw in that little bit of like women don't know what they want because she found like this guy who she loves and then still tries to change him.
I mean, I think that goes anyways, right? Like if you're a woman with enough money or you're a guy with enough money, you can just get whatever you want. It doesn't matter. You're gonna find somebody that's gonna give it to you for enough money.
Yeah, I mean, a hot billionaire wants to put things up my butt. Go for it, bro.
Whatever.
This is going a helicopter ride later.
Yeah. Can I have some money?
Yeah. Oh no, you want to hit me and put things in me? That's cool,
Yeah.
man.
We're gonna go to dinner and spend 15 grand on dinner. All right, let's go.
Yeah. So it's
Drop it like it's hot.
I honestly don't feel like it's a chick flick at all.
Okay, interesting.
It's a good watch. Dudes out there, watch it. It's awesome. Like I said, dude, there's a
no.
there's a fucking car chase scene. There's people getting shot and stuff. Like,
All right, so
actually, I don't think that's
one
all
of
one.
you just
There was
one-
a gun.
one of you just want to watch it. But now you can watch it tactically after Steve's news. Now you can be like, hey babe, I just really like thinking. You know what?
remember.
I want to watch something that I thought you would might really like. You read 50 Shades of Grey if your wife did or girlfriend or whatever. And she's like, yeah, you know what? Let's watch the movie together. I'm gonna do this for you,
Yeah.
and then like make dinner, blah blah blah. Get
Yeah.
because that movie's gonna probably horn somebody up anyway.
her- I know it got me horned up, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna get you both horned up. Bam! You're welcome.
Yeah.
Cody's advice right there. Just lay a plan. out.
Remember that one time you said you wanted to watch that movie with me? Like, ugh, that's for girls. And I want to do this for you.
Yeah, you know what? I'll sit through 50 Shades of Grey for you.
If we reenact all the scenes.
Yeah, but let's do what they're doing in the
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a real. We can't fly helicopters, but
Yeah, no.
we can do the helicopter right in your face.
Yeah. I can show you the helicopter.
Oh god! All right, next.
That's about it. I did have. I wanted to talk about the lady that said that person on plane isn't fucking real. I guess she came out and released a statement, but I haven't had a chance to watch or read the statement. And
No, all I've heard now is like she's kind of milking this shit. So,
well, the one thing I heard is like as soon as it happened, she deleted all of her social media accounts and shit because she got blown up. And
I'm sure.
and then the statement was that she's like, yeah, I wasn't like intoxicated or anything. She's like, I was having a bad day or some shit. So I don't know, but it's funny because I've seen all the memes and stuff on it. Like. It's so.
I still don't know why that blew up. I have no idea why that blew up.
Because people freaking out on planes is pretty funny.
I guess, but
Or people freaking out just in general.
so let's just go on a plane and freak out, Steve.
That
We'll blow this channel up.
that motherfucker over there isn't having a damn good time, and he needs to watch Damn Good Time podcast every Monday.
We
Two
might-
guys, they're pretty funny. They make jokes.
We might get arrested for one night, but
Yeah.
what's fame worth?
Yeah, right.
A night in jail? Shit, I'll do that.
Me too.
I
I mean, shit, I just had a little billionaire stuff things to do
Exactly.
for a little bit of fame and money,
Yeah. Oh boy.
But yeah, I don't have anything else on her, but I guess she released a statement out. Maybe we'll bring that to you next week.
Sounds good. We got to figure out the sriracha problem and
Yeah. And
the airplane mistress.
dig more
I'm gonna
into
call her the airplane mistress.
Tiffany Gomez is her name.
Gomez.
I do know that. Tiffany Gomez.
All right. Well, I had myself a damn good time, Steve.
You know what? I did too.
I think it was a wonderfully damn good time.
And we hope you guys had yourselves a damn good time. Click like and subscribe. Do the things.
Tell your grandma.
Check us out every Monday. And I know the last couple episodes, the last one hit on Monday, but there's a couple before that. I got a little lazy on the weekends and shit.
It's all good. But check us out, guys. Tell your grandmas because I want more grandmas to watch us. I feel like they really get us.
Or even your grandpa, too.
No, they don't get us so much.
No.
No, they'd be like, this is weird. Why am I watching two dudes?
Yeah, we're probably not racist enough for the
I
grandpas.
could be watching 50 Shades of Grey.
Grandmas will get us.
Woo, look at these guys.
But, all right, I love you, bro. We love you guys at home.
All right.
We'll catch you next week.
To the next damn good time.